When I first arrived at the centre and I walked through the doors, I didn't know what to expect, but I felt an incredible feeling when I first walked through the doors. Very friendly, very open, very supportive. Everybody's smiling, everybody's saying good morning, good afternoon, and it really makes you feel that you're part of something special. It's very uplifting, very inspirational, and should you start feeling that things aren't going right, there will be somebody there for you. The building here in Brighton is the first purpose-built building for our blind veterans. It was built in 1938 and it was built on the principle that was given by Sir Arthur Pearson, our founder, which was to enable blinded people, blinded veterans, to achieve a purpose and have a place of safety where they could actually start training and become involved in a more fulfilling life. And within the building itself, we have lots of features that would highlight it as being a place where totally blind people could actually get around quite independently. We have rails that go around the building, for example, and you may have raised bumps which will tell you whether we've got a double door coming up or a single door. We have an understanding that anybody who comes into the centre will actually walk on the right-hand side, that's going up the stairs, down the stairs. We also have a person who mans our lift. And that's to make sure that people feel safe going up in the lift, because the worst thing that could happen is you may have a totally blind person, the lift breaks down, and then panic may set or anxiety may set in. So we want to make sure that people feel that they can access any part of the centre relatively easy. The vision for the centre is that every blind veteran who visits the centre should experience a sense of well-being, a sense of purpose, and a sense of family. That's really important. That's what we want. For those new to the organisation, what we generally find is that most blind veterans from the south will normally come to our centre for their introductory week. We do have permanent residential care, so of course this is their home, and that's for nursing care and residential care. So it really depends on the level of personal care that you need. We also have holidays. You can come here on holiday any time of the year. Our Christmas time within the centre is usually very, very busy. At the moment, I would say we've probably got about 65 local people who actually access the centre on a weekly basis. So it's a very busy centre, and we're offering different services for a huge range of abilities. So it really doesn't matter how able you may feel you are, we will have something to offer for you. It took me quite a long time when I first started to actually realise how much we actually offer from this centre. We can support people in doing things that they may think that they actually haven't been able to do. So we have a huge rehabilitation and training programme. We have special themed weeks that we have throughout the year, and it may be photography week, it could be gardening week. If you enjoy sports, we have a sports and recreation department. We do lots of outdoor activities. Our art and craft department is always very busy. There's so much production coming out of there. It's fantastic. What is it that you're coming for the centre, and what outcome do you want? What is it that you want to achieve during that week? And we will really try to make sure that you have that you experience what it is that your intentions are when you come to the centre. People are generally quite nervous about coming to the centre. They don't know what to expect. They feel a bit anxious. They're not sure about what the accommodation is going to be like. It's a bit overwhelming because you may get a timetable, and when you arrive we will make sure that you're shown to your room, you understand how the shower controls work, for example, and orientated around the centre, because we're very aware that for blind people coming into a place that they don't know, it is quite frightening. You're not sure whether you're going to the right place. It's always much more harder. But we know this, we're aware of it, we've been doing it for a very, very long time. And what we want to do is to try and make you feel safe. By the end of the week, we have people who are talking to each other. I never knew I could do this. All of a sudden, I can now feel comfortable making a cup of tea. I can now invite my friends over for tea. So it really does not only increases people's confidence, self-esteem. When they leave, they've also generally got more friends that they're going to keep in contact, more other blind veterans. They feel that you have a commonality. What's wonderful being in the position that I am is that I receive the thank you letters, so that's always very nice. And that really shows us that we're doing it right. People do come in anxious, but we know that and we're geared up for it, and we will make sure that when you go home you've had a good experience.